At first glance, it's a little unsettling. A row of skulls slowly being filled out with clay.
Hopefully this will look like a human.
The end result will be something unique and beautiful. These students at Vancouver iTech Preparatory are learning that everyone is a scientist and an artist. Welcome to Work in Progress. I'm Erin Lark. Often people think that science and art exist in isolation from one another, but in reality, they're so intermingled it can be hard to see where one stops and the other begins. In Isaiah Wyckoff's Visual Art and Design class, students are in the midst of a 7-week-long unit on forensic art.
This project, we're recreating a person's facial features based on their skull and what we can learn from how their skull is set up.
And there's so much we can determine based on the skull, and so I think it's super fascinating, and I hope my students can get some of that too.
The learning started long before the skulls came out.
I had to really prepare them with how do you identify the race, sex, and age of a skull. So we had to really get into anthropology and looking at some identifiers on skulls and comparisons to be able to make that judgment call, and we'll kind of try to put on our anthropological hat as much as we can.
Students are figuring out the ages and origins of their subjects.
The head's smaller, the face is smaller, the bones are smaller, and that's how we identified if it was adolescent or adult or a baby's. So it's somewhere around the mid-range, so maybe teenager, 14, 13, somewhere around there.
We've measured by the number of teeth, and we've measured by the slope of the nose or whatever. So it's just kind of weird to see how all faces have these same measurements, but they're all so different.
A European skull has a less pronounced jaw and more straight features from a profile. So more straight features.
Once they have an idea of what their person looks like, the next challenge is how to construct their face with clay.
Each straw is a marker of how thick the skin is on the human face.
We had to learn the proper dimensions for where the ears go, how big the lips go for the mouth, how big the eye and iris is for the pupil. And it's kind of like the science behind forensic art and stuff.
As she mentioned, that's really where the art comes in. It's one thing to know what your person should look like, it's another to sculpt it.
What I love is for my STEM students is that this is a very methodical way to approach art. It's all measurable. So it's not a guessing game of where the eyes go. It's not going to be some crazy Picasso work. They're going to be measuring from the bone the size of the features and where they go.
Students are not only learning how the face is constructed, they're also learning that anyone can make art.
I don't do a lot of art. I don't think of myself as a very artistic person, but now I'm doing art and I'm still learning so much about the science of the human face and how everything works, and I just didn't know it was a way that we could learn like that, and so it's cool that we get to do that.
iTech Prep focuses on project-based learning, and this is a great example of combining subjects in a long-term project to boost student learning. Thanks to Mr. Wyckoff for inviting us to his classroom, and thanks to you for watching. Until next time, I'm Erin Lark.